This is Jade. She is a Staffordshire Terrier mix, and she's a very good girl. I groomed her a lot at Petco. She was one of my favorites, and she always knew the drill. If it wasn't for policies, I could literally have her just run up to her table. She'll go right into her kennel. Like, she was an expert on this whole situation. So she was a little confused when I came to her house in the bus. She says, "I don't know who you think you are coming to my house, but I think that this is all right, and I still like to give you kisses." The towel I'm using is called Artero Absorber, and it's like a chamois, but you have to keep it wet for it to absorb the water, which is kind of weird. I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos on it, and one of my friends, she uses it in her bus, and she swears by it. So I haven't really perfected it, but it definitely absorbs a lot of water, which helps with the drying process. In the bus, it's fairly small, so the heat from the dryer and the water coming off of the dog creates like a very humid environment. And the more humid it is, the more difficult it is to get your dog completely dry. Drying is definitely one thing you have to get kind of used to in a bus situation, because you have to dry the dog all the way through. At work, at corporate salon, you could put Jade in the kennel after getting all the heavy water off of her, go work on something else while she dries in the kennel dryer. But this is not the case anymore. Like, I have to get her completely dry. And you'll see later in the video that I bring the blow dryer out again and again and again, because this is not something that I'm very good at. I literally loathe blow drying, and it's nice to be able to do it, without any distraction, but it gets really boring. So I think I just need to figure out some music or a podcast or something that I can listen to while I do it. But she says, "I don't mind it. It's all right. It feels kind of nice, and it gets kind of warm, so I don't want to be cold." I used that absorber towel on her to get a majority of the water off, and I have her sitting on a towel as well, so any water that's coming off of her feet will get onto that towel, which will make drying easier as well. A nozzle really helps blow dry the big water. I don't know how else to describe it, just like the really dense and heavy water. And then I'm using the micro absorber to just see if I can get more out. Like I said, I'm still learning this towel. It's weird to have to learn a towel. So I haven't really figured out if I like it or not, but it does help get a lot of water off. The back end is always difficult, and I'm just kind of feeling around to see if I feel any cold spots. Like, if you feel cold spots, then you know that area needs to be blow dried some more. Oh, my nose is so stuffy. With the absorber towel, you have to squeeze areas, and it sucks the water out. So it's still kind of weird, and I don't know. I keep saying I don't know if I like it or not, but I think it definitely helps. Ooh, such a Zoom Groom. This is the best brush to brush your smooth-coated dog with. It's called the Zoom Groom, and if you've been watching me, you know that I'm a very big advocator. I'm a big advocate for the Zoom Groom. Jade definitely likes it too. And so it's crazy, with a lot of smooth-coated dogs, if they have white spots on their coat, those areas are like the shed zone. I don't know if it's because you can see the hair coming off a lot more, or if it actually does shed more, but in my experience, even a Boston Terrier, their white spot will just be you could just brush it with the Zoom Groom, and it's super, super sheddy. It's important to empty the hair off the Zoom Groom so that you can keep brushing effectively. And she says, "This feels really nice. It's pretty relaxing. What are you doing back there? Oh, yeah, can we hug and kiss now? Because that's my favorite part. We like to kiss. I really like kissing Melissa's face, and I'm just a very good girl. And Melissa takes good care of me, and I'm still a little confused as to why she's at my house, but it's all right, because we still get to hang out, and we can be friends again." Jade always makes me feel so good because I feel like she actually loves me. I love her too, but I don't know. She's always so excited to see me, and she always gives the best love. And so she gets the most love breaks, I think, out of any dog that I have. I am filing her dew claws. Her quicks are really long. I just mostly file the tips a little bit just to shape them, make sure the quick doesn't grow with the nail, and keeps them smooth. So if she does jump up on anyone, she's not going to scrape them up. She says, okay, that's enough. I don't want to do that no more. The quick on a toenail is basically the vein inside of the toenail. If you don't trim your dog's nails or get your dog's nails filed often, as they age, that quick will grow with the length of the nail. Some dogs are an exception. I have some old Chihuahuas that go forever to get their nails done, and I could still cut them pretty short. But typically, the longer you go without getting your dog's nails trimmed, the longer that quick will be, and then we're not able to cut the nail as short as you would like or we would like. If that ever happens, or if you get a dog that you rescued and maybe their nails weren't maintained, then what we would recommend doing is coming into the salon and having their nails filed, if they'll allow it, every 2 to 3 weeks. Filing the nail lets us get it as short as we can and to that quick, and it signals to that quick that, hey, I can back up a little bit. My nails are being maintained and my nails are short enough. So that's when we are able to get the nails to recede, the quick to recede, and hopefully get the nails much shorter. This is the toothpaste I use. It's an enzymatic toothpaste, and what I really like about enzymatic toothpaste is, I found like a peely part on my finger. I cut my thumb, but I don't know how that happened, but anyway, enzymatic toothpaste, you don't have to scrub your dog's teeth. You just have to get it on your finger and you just wipe it on all of their teeth. And this helps to prevent more tartar from building up and should be used as daily maintenance to prevent that. If your dog hasn't had their teeth cleaned and they're 3-4 years old, make sure to get them in for a professional cleaning with your veterinarian. February is an amazing month for this. It's Dental Awareness Month, so a lot of veterinarians are going to have specials. So just rub it on the teeth and give a little kiss. Make sure to get the ones in the back. And she says, that tastes pretty good. I think that's all right. This one, this toothpaste is not like a gel. It's kind of like an oil-based toothpaste, which I thought was kind of interesting. But the dogs seem to really like it, and it makes their breath smell good too. I put links to all the stuff that I'm using in my description. I bought them all off of Chewy, and all the links that I put in here are my affiliate links. So if you do purchase something from there, it does help support the bus and all the doggies that I love on. The absorber towel is supposed to stay moist, so it comes with this little plastic pouch that you're supposed to keep it in. My friend who recommended it to me had hers in a cabinet, and they were all like stiff and hard. And from what I watched on YouTube, they recommend making sure that it stays damp. So I'm removing the towel underneath her feet, and I'm going to feel for wet spots again, and I think I'm going to get the blow dryer. Yeah, I'm getting the blow dryer again to just try to get all those spots dry. Like I said, this is the most time-consuming part, which, it's not really that much time. It's just that it's so boring that it seems like it takes forever, and it's just like kind of annoying to me. I don't know. I need to figure out, and if you guys have any tips on how to make this less boring, or any tips to make this go by faster, I am all ears because I hate it so much. Now that I'm on my own, I do have a lot more freedom in terms of products that I can use. So I have been trying the 50/50 vinegar spray that one of my friends on TikTok and YouTube, she uses, and I kind of like it. I don't know that I notice a difference just because, again, I hate drying so much. But I had Jade done in 45 minutes, getting her completely dry. So I guess maybe it does work. But I don't have anything really to compare it to because when I worked at corporate salon, I would always just put my dog in the kennel while I go do like report cards or check in another dog or wash another dog and stuff. So I don't really know what is a normal amount of time to dry. Now it's time to clean her ears. I ended up getting these ear wipes from Chewy, and I really like them. Normally at corporate salon, I would use cotton balls and an ear cleaner, but I figured that I would try these, especially because I'm just really curious about trying new products out, and they smell really good, they come out really easy, and they're not like super, super wet, so it works really well to get their ears nice and clean, and I just really like the way it smells. I put a link to this too. They smell really good. I do need to get like a little waste bin for my bus because I like to pile up the hair like in a little pile, and I'd really rather not have to vacuum them. Oh, look, it's my favorite puppy spritz, Earth Bath. I love Earth Bath so much. This is a wild cherry perfume, and I'm going to spray it I spray a little on my hand, and then I wipe her head with it because I don't want to spray it in her eyes. It is safe, but you definitely don't, even though things say they're tearless, you don't want to put anything directly in your dog's eyes. So I kind of rub around that area and make sure that it's dispersed. She says, now I smell like a wild cherry because I'm a wild girl, so now I smell like a wild cherry. I felt a few more spots that needed to be blow dried, so I'm kind of just going over the areas just to make sure that I got her completely dry. Underneath the neck, the face. She says, kiss break, kiss break. I love kissing Jade. She's so sweet. The rear end, the feet, these are all little areas that the water is a little more difficult to remove. Usually the perfume is the finishing move, but because I felt the wet spots, I was like, oh man, I got more to do. So I kind of was a little presumptuous in thinking that I was finished because obviously not finished yet. So finishing, blow drying, blow drying, blow drying. I should speed this up so I don't have to have as much to say about it because I've already expressed my disdain for blow drying. After I finish blow drying, I am going to brush her with the Zoom groom again because I was not finished, so I have to do some more brushing. I don't really know why I was singing, but more hair was coming off, so I got kind of excited, and I was like, oh man, I'm going to get so much hair off of you, and I think I have a shot of all the hair that's falling off. So let's get to that because my son thinks it's hilarious to squeak Sparky's squeaky toy in the background, and I have to re-record every little thing like 3 times. But oh, look at all that. That was just from her neck. Those little tiny hairs. I say little tiny hairs everywhere. Yep. So she says, yes, I'm a shed machine. That's just what I do. I just shed all day long. And look. There's some more hair. I really just can't say enough about the Zoom groom. I just love it so much. And they really like being brushed by it. Some people with smooth-coated dogs like this will brush their dogs with like a slicker brush, and those like are too scratchy. Those are not good. And my dog hates brushing, and it's like, because you're scraping her skin, use one of these and your dog will be happy and you will be happy. But just do it outside because it gets very hairy. See, could you imagine like all the hair? Look at that. I say, Jade, you grew that. And she says, what is it that came off of me? I did. Let's kiss. She's such a good girl. So links again to everything in the description, and anything you get off of there supports the bus, supports me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm totally running out of things to say. Sorry I didn't read you guys a story this time. I just figured that I haven't posted in so long because I've been sick, and I hope that you don't mind my sick Monica from Friends. Do you remember that episode where she's like super sick and like she's like, I'm not sick. Anyway, Jade's mom gave me this Valentine's bandana to put on her because this was like a couple days before Valentine's Day. And she says, look how beautiful I am. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. My voice isn't normally this, stufferoony. So, thanks. And let me know what you want to see next. And I think I'm going to do a live coming up soon too. Thank you. Bye.